study how actually the counter programs are executed by using Keil software. I've already written the code. I'll show you guys the execution part only. This is Keil Microvision 4, that software we are using for execution purpose. So I have saved the file. Go to file, open. So in desktop, I have saved the file as counter programs. Okay. So first I'll open counter program. Yeah, you can see the counter program here. I've already added that program to source group. Yes, in the previous lab videos, I actually explained how to add the program to source group and all. So in this thing, first we will just go through the brief of program and then we'll execute the same. Fine. I hope the screen is visible. So in first instruction, you can see move a comma 00h. Okay. So what we need to do in this program exactly is we need to write the assembly code for a counter. Yes, for a hexadecimal counter. Okay, so for hexadecimal counter, which will count from 00 to FFH. Yes, count from 00 to FFH. Yes, one by one. Okay, at the first cycle it will show 1, second cycle will be 2, third cycle will be 3. Similarly, it will show up to FFH. Fine. For the same, we are writing the program here. This is the up counter. As it is counting from 0 to higher number, that is FF, this is the up counter. So first instruction C, I have loaded move a comma 00h. Yes, I have loaded an immediate value 00h to accumulator. Yeah, so because we are starting our counter from 00h. Next, a call delay. Yes, it with this instruction will call directly to the delay function here. Yes, you can see the function. Yes, so increment a every time after the delay. If you are creating a delay of some seconds, some milliseconds, yes, after some milliseconds of the seconds, the increment a. Yes, after the first loop or in the first loop, a value will become 0, 1. Fine. Similarly, after second loop, it will become 0, 2. Yes, so until what it will be executed, a is equal to 0 FFH. Okay, till 0 FFH, the counter will work. Fine. So next, jump back. Okay, so until what we need to work this one, so you need to jump back. Once again, go to the delay. Yes, we will go to the instruction delay afterwards. First, what you need to do, you need to jump to the same back function until its value becomes 0. Jump on node 0 back. Okay, so yes, JMP here. Yes, this particular delay program, these 4 lines or these 5 lines, you can say. So these are used to hold the clock for some milliseconds or seconds. Yes, usually whatever the program written would be of some milliseconds, but when you take milliseconds, it may not be possible for you to see the exact integer values. So for that value, we are going to hold the clock for some time. Okay, and that is possible by using the instruction delays here. Okay, and every time these delay register, the FF value is registered in a delay program. FF value immediate value is loaded to R1, loaded to R2 and loaded to R3. I'm using 3 programs here, 3 registers here. All the 3 registers are loaded with FFH, the maximum value, and then I'm using the infinite loop. Yes, the symbol here, the dollar symbol. Yes, this particular dollar symbol is used to create infinite loop. Yes, so this infinite loop will keep the execution of the same instruction. Yes, it will not allow the processor to come out of that instruction until the whole execution will be over. Okay, it will hold the execution to that particular instruction. Okay, what you are doing here, you are holding the counter or the clock here. Yes, you are holding clock for some seconds so that the integers which are displayed can be visible for you guys. Okay, so I'll show you the execution. Every time the process repeats, decrement R2, decrement R1 until it reaches 0. That's why I'm using instruction DJNZ. Yes, decrement on node R1. Yes, every time the loop repeats, so R1, R2 and R3 values are decremented. until they reaches 0. Yes, once they reaches 0, that means the whole program will be end. Okay, end. Fine. So now I'll show the execution part here. Go to the debug and build the program. Yes, in the build you can see there are zero errors and one warning. It's fine. So kindly see how exactly the clock cycle need to be weaved here. Okay, you know how to use the memory window. Yes, you know how to use the memory window, the status window. For now, you should know how to use clock here or how to see the output of this particular program. Fine. Go to debug and start debug session. Okay. So, okay. Now the debug has been started. Fine. So initially this clock will not repeat. You cannot see that one. So go to view. After the debug, go to view. Here you can see watch windows. Yes, if you want, you can write it down. So watch windows. Go to watch one. Yes, here you can see this one. Double click on F2. You will get first this one. Double click or F2. Yes, and after that you can, once it will appear, you just write a value here because you are incrementing accumulator. Fine. Okay, you are counting the numbers in accumulator. So write a here. Fine, and then enter. Fine. Now you can see the initialized a value is initialized 0x00h. Yes, this is the initial value. Now go to the run and run the code. You can see wait a while. Okay. Counter.asm program is here. What I'll do is I'll go to debug and I'll debug the code. Fine. So yes, go to weave. And select watches here. You can select either watch 1 or watch 2. A is there. Yes. So now run the code. It is directly reaching. Okay, now you can see another created I have. So A is equal to 0x00h. I'll run the code. The breakpoint was added. We'll check again. Go to view, watch window, watch 1. So A is there. 00. I'll start. Directly it is taking 0x99h. Okay. Let me try again. I'll use another watch. Wait. I can use another watch. I'll use watch 2. Fine. So whenever you start using watch, no, you can see this window actually. It will ask you to either double click or F2 here. Okay. When I'll start this, I'll yeah. Okay. Now you can see the 0x00 is added. I'll try once again. Okay, you can see the number has started here. I hope it is visible. You can see the values are executing 0x00, 0x up to 5, 6, 7, yes. Now it's 8, 9, 10, yes, 10 means A, B, C, D. Similarly, it will execute till 0xFF. Fine. So I'll stop this. I'll show you the execution of down counter, that is decimal down counter. Okay. So 99. Decimal means it will not take highest value as FF, it will take as a 99. Okay. Till now what we have seen, the execution of hexadecimal values. Now we will see the execution of this one. So 5. I've already saved that one. I'll open that. Up down counter. Okay. The program is open now. I need to add that, no? So that is the one thing. Add source group. Up down counter, I will go to add. Okay. So now execute this one. First build the program and then start debugging. Fine. So here you can see the direct here, A here. So the value taken is 0. Now I'll start execution. You can see 99. Fine. So 198, 97, 96. Bit by bit, so decimal by decimal, it is decremented. This is down counter. That to decimal down counter. Fine.